Welcome back to another episode of Ask the Attorney. I'm your host, Alex Alexander with Client Focus Media. Today I'm super excited to bring Brandon Schwartz from the Schwartz Law Firm. You can find him online at schwartzlawfirmpa.com. Welcome, Brandon. How are you?
Good morning, Alex. Thanks for having me. I'm great.
Excellent. And thank you for being here, sir. So we talked a little bit off camera, and it sounds like maybe you have something of a family tradition going on. Tell us a little bit about the firm, the Schwartz Law Firm.
Yeah, my dad's been doing this for 40 years. He started his own law firm. I'm 40 when I was 1 or 2 years old. I've been fortunate to learn from him. I think he's the best trial attorney that I have worked with or against. And obviously he took a vested interest in me when I was just a baby attorney. My stepmom is our office manager. So it's a family business, and a lot of our clients have really gravitated towards that because a lot of our clients are small businesses that find themselves in the middle of a litigation, whether it be mom and dad versus kids or brothers versus each other, whoever it is. So having that family background and working with family and navigating some of those stresses has been really helpful. My dad and I have kind of always said that 99% of the time it's great, which gives us 2 or 3 days of the year where maybe it's not so great. Maybe we don't speak to each other as much those days.
So the one of the taglines on your website is "Tough attorneys for tough cases." And just again, folks out there, it's schwartzlawfirmpa.com. So tough attorneys for tough cases. Tell us a little bit about some of the cases that you guys work on. I know you're both trial attorneys, so talk to me a little bit.
Do a lot of shareholder disputes, business disputes among owners, non-compete cases, and really kind of what we found is, trials are really becoming a thing of the past, unfortunately, because of just the cost and the risk of it. I'm a board certified civil trial specialist by the Minnesota State Bar and by the National Board of Trial Advocacy. And with that background, we prep our cases like they're going to trial because we believe that gives our clients the best leverage as it relates to a settlement. And obviously, if we're not ready to try the case, there's issues with it. So there's a lot of attorneys out there who call themselves trial attorneys who've never actually tried a case. And I think when we use the tough attorneys for tough cases, we're dealing with oftentimes the most upsetting or problematic event in the person's or the business's life at that time. And so we want to be able to use our experience and leverage that to help get them through those difficult periods.
But I guess people don't really think about the fact, unless you own a business, that the business is your life. The business is everything you know because you're putting everything you have into it. And then if there is an issue, whether it be shareholder issues like you'd said, or some sort of non-compete or something like that, you want whomever to be representing you as you would represent yourself if you had that ability. So I completely agree with what you're saying, that this is probably the most stressful time for any business owner at that point in time. So I can understand that. I want somebody. Yep, go ahead.
Yeah, well, I mean, from the background that I did on you, Alex. I mean, I know that you're familiar with working with family, and so now, especially if you're in a family business and there is a rift that develops there that permeates the whole business relationship, it's not just that, it's also the personal relationship that involves. And that can make some of these shareholder disputes really difficult from both a business standpoint and making sure that the business survives this feud, and also from a personal standpoint, because in a lot of those situations, that personal relationship is just gone. So it's not only difficult from the business side, but also from the personal side, and helping them, guide them through that process. I mean, shareholder disputes are very complex as it relates to the nuanced facts of the case and also the procedural hoops that you have to jump through. So having somebody that's got that experience as well as working in a family business, I think has really been something that our clients have found valuable.
I know that I find it valuable myself, and I appreciate that. The cool part is I can tell just from the fact you mentioned me and things in my life that you did a little bit of due diligence for something that has nothing to do with a trial. So for that, I would highly recommend talking to you for anybody. So let me say this. First of all, thank you for being on the show today. I want to thank everyone out there for tuning into this episode of Ask the Attorney. But if you have any question about where you should go, should you have a business, you have business disputes, these kind of things, I really think you should go talk to Brandon Schwartz from the Schwartz Law Firm. You go to schwartzlawfirmpa.com. Of course, you can find more information right here at iwanttabuzz.com. Do something good for yourself and do something good for others.